Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. As you can tell by the title, today's video is going to be a little bit different from what I usually do on my channel with makeup and stuff. I'm going to be showing you how I do my own manicure, my own nails at home. And this is a super easy way to save some money too if you do your own nails at home, especially in this time when we're kind of all stuck in our houses. Again, I hope you guys are doing well and that you are safe and healthy. But since we are stuck in our house and you know, we might get bored at times or we might not be able to go out and get our nails done, this is a way you can do them at home. So I actually have never gone out and gotten my nails done. I've just never done it. I've done my own acrylic nails a couple times and I have a video on my channel showing how I do my own acrylic nails, but personally I don't love the look of acrylic nails and I don't like the feeling of them. I'd rather have my natural nails, and as you can see, my natural nails are pretty long. I will kind of tell you guys in this video kind of my tips and tricks to growing out your nails really long, because I know some of you might be curious about that. Then I'll also be showing you how I do my own nails at home. I do use gel polish, but I use gel polish that doesn't need a light, so very easy, minimal products in this video, very easy techniques to do your nails. So I really wanted to show you guys how to do that at home. Now I don't know if you guys can tell or not, but my hair is different. I did kind of have a new do going on. I did cut my hair yesterday, and you guys can go see yesterday's video. So I just added some like layers throughout my hair, and I took some length off too, so it is a bit shorter, but I added some layers and some like front framing pieces, and I honestly love how it looks. It feels so light and a lot healthier than it was before. So if you also want to see how I cut my own hair at home, watch yesterday's video and I go through all the steps on that and how I did the layers, how I trimmed it, and everything like that that you could do from home. So if you want to see how to do your own manicure at home using no light, no acrylics, just your natural nails, and also some tips and tricks on how to grow your nails long, just keep on watching. So of course the first thing you're going to need is some nail polish remover. This is just from Joe Fresh. Literally doesn't matter what nail polish remover you use, just any kind to take off the old polish, and then some cotton rounds. So I have this pink color on right now. It's like kind of sheer, so it doesn't cover my full nails. I just did that for last week, so I'm just gonna take some of this on the cotton round, and I prefer the nail polish bottles, nail polish remover bottles that have this little pump, just because it's so much easier to grab product than pouring it. So I'm just making sure I remove all the nail polish off. Alright, so next you're going to want your nail scissors. I like scissors opposed to clippers. I just find these are a little more precise. Then you're going to need a file, some type of tool for your cuticles, and then what I like to use is this Sally Hansen Intense cuticle remover, because this like dissolves the cuticles and mine are usually pretty rough. So what you want to do is apply just a bit of this right at the cuticles. And you're kind of gonna massage it in just a tad. Now I like to let that sit for a minute while I shape my nails. So what I'm going to do is clip the nails just a little bit, and the reason I do this is if you guys want to grow your nails out long, you want to make sure that you are cutting them often. So every time I do my nails, I trim just a little bit, and then about once every 2 months I cut them really short. Not like super short, but pretty short, and I'll post some pictures on the screen so you guys can kind of see. Just because if you do this, your nails will just grow easier and you don't have to be super precise with the cutting. I personally like a round shape to my nails, so that's kind of personal preference. If you prefer more of a square or oval, you kind of shape your nails however you want them. But I personally like more of a round shape. Alright, so now while that gel is still sitting on, now because it's kind of absorbed, I like to apply just a little bit more to each finger And don't worry about the shape of my nails right now. I'm going to fix that in a minute when we file them. Cutting them was really just getting a general shape, and then filing will really get the final shape. So I'm just massaging that in a little bit. Taking the round side of my tool, you could even use like a Q-tip if you don't have anything else. And I'm just going to push down, and this gel really works. And what I like about this is instead of having to cut your cuticles, the stuff just dissolves them immediately. So I just push down. You don't want to use too much force. Make sure you want to get the sides too, and then move on. And repeat the exact same process on this side. Alright, so now that the cuticles are all done, what I usually do at this step is go wash my hands just to get rid of the gel and anything that got removed. I just washed my hands, and I also like to do this just to make sure there's no extra nail polish remover on my fingernails, because then I find the nail polish has a harder time applying. But you can see my cuticles are all nice and smooth now. So now it's time to file the nails. So I'm just doing like the corners, and I'm going from outside to inside, and then at the top. This will just make sure each side is nice and smooth all around, and this will really be the step where you want to shape your nails. So I like that round shape, so I'm going to achieve that round shape with the file. And I'm just going to repeat this on every nail. You want to start at the corners to make sure there's no sharp corners or nothing that's going to catch on anything later, and then the top. And sometimes if my nails are peeling a little bit more, I'll just kind of go on top too, just to smooth out the whole nail. And this will also just help kind of renew your nails. You don't, if you want to skip cutting for that week or trimming your nails, I would still recommend filing them, because that will just kind of renew that tip of the nail and just make them a little stronger. So I'm just grabbing my Cetaphil. You can use a nail oil as well, that's totally fine. I personally just like using some type of lotion just because it's not as oily, and I hate when my hands are oily. So you're gonna try to concentrate this mostly around the nail and on the cuticle, but if you get some on the nail, that's fine too. I try to avoid it just for when I'm putting on nail polish, but I'm just putting some lotion on my cuticles just to make sure they're nice and moisturized. Alright, so now it's time to actually start the manicure. I do like to use some type of base before I go in with nail polish. So I've really been liking this L'Oreal one just because it has, this is the fortifying base coat with yin yang oil. I like this because it does have an oil in it, so it keeps my nails nice and moisturized, since I did say my nails tend to break easily. And also I like it because it does strengthen them at the same time, so I like to use this one. I also like to use a nail corrector sometimes. So if your nails are kind of a yellow shade or something, especially if you're going to be using like lighter pink nail polishes or something like that, you want to use a nail color corrector just to kind of help give a base to the color. So I'm going to be using this one today just because I'm not doing like a pink. But I might add a little bit of the color corrector just so you guys can see it. So I'm just applying the base all over my nails. You really just want to get everything, and I always start in the middle. I mean, this is a pretty wide brush, and then go with the excess on these sides. Really make sure you just coat everything, and a base is totally up to you. I just like it to strengthen my nails, but if it's not for you, you can just skip this step and move on to the nail polish. Alright, so now of course you want to let this base dry. One huge thing that I recommend is let every layer dry completely. Don't, like, if it's a little bit tacky or kind of dry, don't go on with the next layer. It will just ruin everything. It'll just make everything apply really bad. So make sure you just let every single layer dry, put on a show or listen to music or do something that doesn't involve your hands, and just let this stuff dry, especially the base. You do want this to be completely dry. So I'm gonna let this dry and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so now my base is done, and usually if I was doing, as I said, a pink or something, I would apply this nail corrector. It just has a slight pinky tinge to it. I'll just apply it to show you guys the color it gives you, so it's not a lot. It's like a milky pink, but doing this underneath will just give you a little bit more coverage when you do like a light pink or a light beige or something like that. So I'm just going to apply this. And you don't need a lot of this, just a thin layer. And as you can see, it just gave my nails a bit of a pink tinge. It's hard to tell, but it's just enough that it will really help if you were to apply like a pink shade on top. Alright guys, so now that my base is all done, let's get into the actual nail polish. So I have to show you guys my absolute favorite nail polishes are these ones from Sally Hansen. These are the Sally Hansen Miracle Gel. I love these because they're a gel nail polish, but you don't need a light to use these. So they do air dry, which is really nice. I love these nail polishes. I've been using them for so long, and they're just definitely one of my favorites. I've tried a lot of them out there. I like their regular nail polishes too. I just find these gel ones have a little extra kick to them. They last a little longer. They're a little more pigmented. The formula is really nice and smooth, so I really like that about them. And I love all these shades. I pulled out some of my favorites, like this one's Tidal Wave, this beautiful blue. Pink Stiletto is a nice one. This deep vampy one is V Amplified. Nice light ones as well. We have Birthday Suit and Pinky Promise, and I have a lot more nail polishes. If you guys want to see like a nail polish collection video or something like that, I'd be happy to film that for you guys. But today I'm going to be using Sugar Fix. It's like this beautiful blue shade. I'm just going to give it a quick tap. You can also roll it to mix up the color, make it separate a little bit. And now again, I'm wiping off my brush here so that I get just a little bit of nail polish, so that I don't get too much nail polish, and starting in the middle all the way up, wiping because I have a bit too much, and then going up the sides. And then turning the brush if you need a little more product, because you do want it to glide. If you feel it like kind of sticky or tugging, you need a little bit more product. And if you get any nail polish on the side of your nail, just take another nail and wipe it away like so. So I'm just going to repeat this on all my nails. Alright guys, so now my nails are all painted, and you can kind of still see my nails through the polish just because we just did one thin coat. I'm going to wait for this to fully dry. Again, you want to make sure it's completely dry, not tacky at all, before you do the second layer. So I'm going to let this dry and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so the first layer is now dry, so then I'm going to take the nail polish and do the second coat. Again, you don't want to apply this too thick. Again, I'm starting in the middle, going all the way up, and then doing the sides. And you want to make sure you get the sides too, and you don't miss any part of the nail, but you also don't want to go too far out where you get the skin. So I'm just going to coat all the nails. And if you do accidentally get the skin, again, just go in with another nail and kind of clean that up before it dries. After you let this coat dry, it is your choice if you want to do a clear top coat. I like this one from Sally Hansen. This is just their clear their clear polish. I just like using a clear polish for a top coat, or they do have their step 2, but that one's really good too. If you want to really secure this nail look in, you can use that top coat. Just it goes really well with the gel polish, so I do like that. But any clear polish or top coat will work. I personally don't really use a top coat just because I do like to switch around my look every 1 to 2 weeks, so I find by that time my nails are ready to take off anyways, so I don't don't usually need to use a top coat, but if you want to do that just to prolong the nail look or add more shine, that's definitely up to you. Alright guys, so my nails are now dry and this is the final look. I first of all love this color and I love how my nails turned out, and this is really just what I do as my at-home routine. It's super easy to do with just a few products at home. So that is the completed nail look. Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed that video. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully this was helpful to you if you're, you know, wanting to do your own nails at home. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and also turn on my post notification bell so you get notified every single time I upload a new video. And yeah guys, that's it for this one. I hope you're having a fantastic day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.